Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leslie. Please be sure to click the subscribe button and to check out my website at selfloveempowers.com and connect with me on social media. So let's get into the video. Listen, I remember when I was in English class. It was my favorite subject in high school, and my teacher would always say when I would write, she'd be like, show me, don't tell me. Show me, don't tell me. She was like, if I had a story and I was telling her all these things, but she couldn't really like see it, it was like, okay, try again. And I feel like it taught me a really important lesson. And that's where this video comes into play. And listen, the advice I'm about to give, it's stuff I need to take myself, and it's an ongoing battle, but I think it's necessary. So when you're getting to know somebody, a man you're dating him, and you are just getting to know each other, I do not think that you need to tell him what your standards are. Like, I am notorious for being like, well, I don't date smokers. I don't date guys that don't love God. And look, some things I feel like you might want to say up front. Like, I get that. But some things, I don't think you necessarily have to voice them. I think you just have to live it. So what do I mean by this? It's kind of like my faith. There's some people that choose to walk around and like, give pamphlets and say, hey, do you need God in your life? Here you go. That's not my approach. My approach is literally the way I live my life, and like seriously trying to have good fruit in my life. Like, what is the fruit that is coming from my life? And usually just from the way that I live my life, or the way that I'm trying to live my life, other people see that and they want to know, well, what has got her like this, or how is that? And that's when they start to see just how God is moving through my life. I just let God use me as a vessel. I don't necessarily announce and say, hey, you must come to church with me, you must do this. I just live my life, and I'm open and just loving person, because I feel like we can push people away from the church and the kingdom by being overly judgmental, which makes no sense since we all sin. It's just not cool. So to get back onto the topic, I think the same goes for dating. I think that instead of stating all the things that are your standards, literally be that, like live in that. So if your standard is, I do not date men who don't pick up the phone to call me, just plain and simple. Give someone time to see if they'll call you. If they don't, you keep it moving. You say, hey, it's not gonna work out. Literally be that. Or pick up the phone and call. See if they call you back. If they don't, you already know what it is. Like, be that. Like, even in terms of abstinence and celibacy, I feel like that is something I would, like I said in my other video, I would say it up front if I felt it was necessary, but I don't think you need to say that. Because first of all, when I first meet someone, I'm not like, hi, I'm Leslie, by the way, I'm abstinent. No, that's not how that works, I don't even know you. Like, I just want to get to know you before I even feel like I need to say that. Just be that standard. You don't kiss on the first date, don't kiss on the first date. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be that person. You are a person who requires effort. Don't accept anything less than effort. Don't say, hey, you need to do this and do this. Watch how a person moves. Let's see if they're on the wavelength as you. See if they do these things on their own. Because you don't want someone to do something just because you ask them to do it. You want to see how a person generally moves on their own. Because we all know in dating, a lot of people try to put on a facade of what they think that you're supposed to do or what you might like. They're not really being themselves right away. I want to be myself right away. So I try to be myself right away, but instead of, and I am notorious for listing things like, well, do you do this? No, like it's an interview, and I have to catch myself and be like, listen here, sorry about my lighting. Like I was saying, just be who you are and pay attention to what somebody does. If you have a certain standard, literally live in that and do that. And when you show someone who you are instead of telling them, they will believe you. I hope you like this video. Please be sure to click the subscribe button and hit me up on social media. Thank you guys for watching. Bye guys.